February 1st. It is the first day of Black History Month, and I am your girl, Kyrie Katz. We are here before you this evening. And if you're watching this on a replay, then whatever time it is that you're watching it, we're here this morning, this afternoon, or this evening. We are going to be sharing our, excuse me, concluding our final part of our series, AI Made Simple. This episode today is episode 4, Brand Authority, from consultant to leader. And we're going to be hitting some major style points, some major goal points. Let me just move this down just a little bit. But in the meantime, before we jump in, I'm actually going to hit the share button and let us get some more friends in here. And if you're watching this on a replay, and if you want to just double tap that screen and jump ahead 10 seconds, you can go ahead and do that. It's going to take less than 10 seconds to hit the share button. All right. Come on in here, tag a friend, tag your friend. Okay, so let's go ahead and see episode 4, Brand Authority. Brand Authority from consultant to leader. Hello. Hi, Rochelle. How you doing? Good to see you. Instead of typing that all in, we're just going to speak it out. And we're going to hit the share button. Type in, paste. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and add this to our business page. As you come on in, tell me where you're tuning in from. Go ahead and tell me where you're tuning in from. I'll also mention that there's no need to record this. There is no need to record this. This is going to be here on our YouTube page where you can access it at any time. We did have a scheduling conflict yesterday. We attended the virtual Empower Me Pink session with Misty Kirby. The irony is that when we scheduled these series, it was prior to the virtual option being offered. So we definitely wanted to attend that, and also didn't want to have anyone you guys feel obligated to have to pick and choose. So we're rescheduled, and here we are today. Again, we will be sharing today we're going to be discussing and learning how to use AI to really transition you, give your voice authority, of course, give you confidence in your brand, and really transition you from just being a consultant or considered a consultant or business owner to really positioning yourself as a leader. Okay, so this episode is super special. It's still posting. I'm going to need my device. If you don't have already the apps that we will be using, it is Google Gemini. It would also be Chat GPT. And I'm going to use the web version, but you're welcome to use the app as well. And then Canva. Canva is going to be the tertiary app, the third app that we're going to use on today. So if you don't have those already downloaded and or on a second device, then you can go ahead and do that. Today, we're not just talking about content. We're not just creating content. We're talking about who you are, and that's becoming a brand and a leader. So brand authority, oh, this is taking a long time. Brand authority is when people recognize you before you even speak, right? They know your content, they know your output, right? They know your marketing, they know your booth from afar, right? If you're vending, right? They recognize your voice and or your image before they see your name. So leadership is when your systems work even when you're offline. Surprisingly, I'm not online all the time. I'm using AI to reclaim a lot of my time. Hi, Miss Mountain Joy. Hello. Come on in and tag a friend. Actually, hit the share button. Let them know that we're live here on YouTube. I just got out the shower and washed my hair, and now I have like water dripping down my neck. Okay, so tonight, again, we're going to show you step by step how to use AI to sound consistent, look polished, lead confidently, and build content that your team can duplicate. Thank you so much. Hey, Jacqueline, thank you so much. And this thing is taking a long time to load the post. I'm going to need my phone in 2 seconds, okay? So again, this is perfect for those who don't have any design background. It's not going to be overwhelming whatsoever. We're just going to make sure that it's clear. We're going to give it clarity, and we're going to be confident, okay? So let's start with brand voice. Brand voice, because authority begins with how you speak, right? So we're going to open ChatGPT. We may have to leave Facebook, but we're going to open ChatGPT. And again, I'm going to use the web version because for me, the web version, you can get more prompts without having to pay for extra, okay? So let's go ahead and open ChatGPT. I've shared in previous episodes that it's good to be signed in or have an account. That way you can access, your prior history. And that way AI becomes familiar with your voice, whether you're typing it or speaking it out loud. Okay. So the first understanding we're going to have is that AI doesn't replace your voice. I know a lot of people are skeptical about using AI or seeing it and, it becoming takeover, Terminator, part 3, right? No, AI is not doing any of that. AI is just reflecting your voice, okay? So let's start with a brand new chat. It says ready when you are. And forgive me, I have like a privacy screen, so it might look, I might have to bring it closer so that you could see it. Okay. All right. So we're opening ChatGPT, and again, I'm going to speak this. You should, as it what a discombobulator is. That's funny. I might have to do that in another training. And that's definitely interesting. Okay, so let's do a live demonstration now. We're gonna do a brand voice prompt. Now, instead of me typing all of this out, I'm gonna speak it, okay? And again, because this video is gonna be here and accessible, I don't have to type it all out in the comments below. You can just either follow along or you can review the video and then capture the verbiage, okay? So we open up chat. I'm gonna use the microphone. After I type the microphone, everything I say after that is going to be recorded. So I'm going to slowly speak it, okay? Here we go. I am a paparazzi accessories leader and business owner. My brand voice is confident, warm, faith-led, encouraging, and professional. I speak to men and women entrepreneurs and consultants who want growth without burnout. Okay, then we're hit the plus sign. So now it just typed all of that out. Now, this is where the magic begins because we can go, if we're a tree, we can go in so many different directions. The first direction we can go to is write captions in my voice. So that would be the last prompt or the last directive that you give ChatGPT. But let's say it's the first of the month, because it is, and we want to start promoting Gimme the Glitz, paparazzi's new month promotion, where I believe new consultants in their VIP, let's see, in their VIP, they get a free necklace, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me bring up the Gimme the Glitz. All right, and you guys can drop that in the comments below if you remember. If you remember this month's promotion. Here it is. Okay. Yep, so it's a free exclusive accessory with every VIP enrollment, okay? And then this is the graphic. Now, what I do is I automatically tap and hold, and then I save the photo. Oops, let me go back. Tap and hold, and save the photo, okay? Because we're gonna need that, okay? All right. So let's create this live announcement announcing this new opportunity and positioning where our prospective business partners would want to be interested and not just enrolling because of this free accessory, but really giving them something or positioning paparazzi as a solution to their need or whatever they desire, okay? All right, so we're back in ChatGPT. So the last prompt, if we're gonna do a opportunity, we're gonna say, create 3 captions announcing partnership opportunity. Okay, and then we're going to tweak it with the give me the glitz. Okay, so that's what I voiced up here. And then the last prompt, again, is create 3 captions announcing partnership opportunity. Okay, now we're going to hit enter. Okay, and as we hit enter, it is still crafting 3 captions. There's the 3rd caption right there. All right, and then it gives you all other options. All right, so let's read this. So the first caption says, actually, let's have AI read it.
Caption 1, Purpose-Driven Invitation. There's room at the table for leaders who want more impact, more income, more balance. If you're looking for a business that aligns with your values and your lifestyle, this partnership may be your next God-ordered step. Whiteheart. Let's build something sustainable together. DM me partner to learn more.
Okay, so that's the first option. And again, the more often you use ChatGPT as well as speak to it, the more it recognizes and composes captions or composes language tailored to your voice. Here are the next 2 captions.
Caption 2, Growth Without Burnout. You don't need another hustle, you need a strategy. This partnership is for entrepreneurs ready to grow with support, structure, and faith-forward leadership, without sacrificing peace or purpose. If you've been praying for clarity, this might be the answer. Sparkles. Message me to explore the opportunity. Caption 3, Leadership and Legacy Focused. I believe in building businesses that serve people, not drain them. This partnership is designed for men and women ready to lead, earn, and create legacy while keeping faith, family, and freedom first. If that speaks to you, let's talk. Whiteheart. Comment info or send a DM.
Okay, so I think the last caption, caption number 3, speaks to me the most, excuse me, because that's where I'm at this stage in my life. And again, forgive me, my hair. I washed my hair in the shower. Now it's still dripping. Okay. So caption 3, leadership and legacy focused. That speaks to me. All right. And notice how the tone remained the same and each and every time. That's brand authority. And that's how you stop sounding random and start sounding recognizable. So here's a tip. All right, we're going to copy that. So you're going to choose one of those captions. You could just copy that. For me, I like operating out of my Notes app on my phone. Let me just get to it. Okay, my Notes app. I'm going to copy and paste that caption that we just, the one that I love, okay? But here's a tip. When your voice is consistent, people trust you. And as we know, people purchase and partner with those who they know, like, and trust, right? Trust is the final step. So let them get to know you by speaking consistently. Let them like you by your authenticity and your persona and your I was going to say charismatic because the necklace, your charisma, right? Jacqueline says, my caption had something similar to yours. I love that. That means we might be on the same wavelength, Jacqueline. I love that. And then I can show you before we jump ahead, I can also show you how if you don't know what adjectives to use, you can simply ask ChatGPT to compose adjectives and have them scan your website or your web page and for them to come up with it on its own. Okay. And when people trust you, lastly, they follow you, they partner with you, they say yes. They don't say yes to paparazzi, but they say yes to you. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Now we're going to position this caption. Now we have the caption. Now we're going to create visuals. Okay. We're going to create visuals. Now we're talking about visual authority, and us leaders, we don't just post with, just like randomness, right? For me, all of my posts are intentional. So it's either a lifestyle post, or it's either a shout out post, a recognition post, or it's marketing and promotion. A lot of my pages, a lot of marketing and promotion. And then it's a lot of inspiration and encouragement, the same, right? So we don't just post, we position, because all of those have ultimate goals, right? So we're positioning ourselves with our post and our visual, with the visual element. So now we're going to ask ChatGPT to create an image script. And what an image script is literally how to carve a, fill some water, how to carve a script that will create an image that we want to share or want to market and promote. And again, we're going to specifically, the goal is for business partnership, right? For the opportunity, sharing the opportunity. So we're going to create an image script for a leader inviting entrepreneurs or for men and women to grow with them in business. All right. So we're back in Chat GPT. You can use the same chat box, or you could start a new one. I like using the same because again, it kind of goes back upward, like it goes into its memory, like, oh, so you just did this, so the next thing you want to do is this. So let's go ahead and now say, and again, I'm going to hit the microphone so that I don't have to type everything out. Create an image script for a leader inviting men and women to partner with them in the paparazzi accessories business. The tone is calm, confident, welcoming, and elevated. Okay, so I spoke it out. It's going to write it out. And again, the tone, you can ask whatever tone you want it to be. You can even include, use, excuse me, use my tone of voice. Use my tone of voice and, right? And the calm, confident, welcoming, etc., so forth. All right, so I'm just going to include that, use my tone of voice and now we're going to hit enter. All right, now here's the image script. I'm going to have AI read it to you. All right. Only because I'm still a little bit under the weather, and as you can hear, I have this little tickle when I speak too long, dry throat.
Image script partnership invitation. Visual style mood.
Okay.
Clean.
It's loading.
Bright. Elevated. Neutral tones, soft beige, cream, blush, or charcoal. Natural light. Minimal distractions. Confident, relaxed posture, standing or seated at a desk or boutique style setup. Subject. Leader, you centered in frame. Wearing polished yet approachable paparazzi jewelry, subtle smile, calm presence. Hands relaxed, one hand gently resting on a table or clasped. Environment options, choose one. Modern home office with soft decor. Boutique style setup with jewelry displays in the background. Neutral studio backdrop with soft shadows. On-screen text, primary. Build with purpose. Grow with support.
Okay.
On-screen text, secondary, smaller. A partnership for men and women ready for sustainable success. Leader expression and energy. Grounded confidence. Warm eye contact. Inviting, not salesy. Leadership
Not
presence
salesy.
that feels safe
Okay.
and steady.
It's going to keep talking.
Composition notes.
We're going to
Medium
copy.
shot or waist up. Depth of field slightly blurred.
It's literally giving you everything.
Focus sharp on face and jewelry soft highlights. No harsh contrast. Call to action, bottom text, or caption overlay. Let's explore what's possible together.
Okay. All right. So it literally gave you the image script, meaning it's describing how we're going to take this image script and we're going to move it over to Google Gemini to create the visual. So it's literally telling you everything you need, the layout, the tone, the photo specs, the lighting, the text, the composition, the background. Is literally spelling all of that out for you. So what I just did was we hit the copy. All right. Now, when you copy, it kind of copies everything before and after. So again, I edit it in notes before I just paste it. So again, down here, you can see it says, if you'd like, I can. All of that is extra. I'm going to remove that because that's not going to be part of our image script. And then in the beginning, again, it copies that. It says, here's an image script, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now we're going to, all right. So now that we have everything we need, I'm just going to select all, copy that, and then we're going to head over to Gemini. All right. When you head over to Gemini, again, for a lot of people who ask me, I do have premium subscription. You can pay for it. There is student discounts out there. You do not have to pay for it. I'm just saying I pay for it because I like having added features, et cetera, so forth, credits. I just like having that unlimited capability. But again, by all means, you can, choose the membership or the subscription that fits your budget and or your business lifestyle. Okay. So here, Gemini, I'm logged in. Again, always log in so you can always save your work as you go. We're going to create an image. Okay. And this is Google Gemini's Banana Nano Pro. All right. So the very first prompt we're going to give it is create an image. And then we're going to paste that image script. All right. Create an image, and then I pasted the image script partnership. All right. Then we're going to, again, I use Banana Pro. So there's different features, and I believe Banana Nano Pro, it gives you that more realistic, actually, before we do that, we're going to add our picture. But there's a fast option, there's a thinking option, and there's a pro. I use pro because it gives a little bit more realistic. Okay, so before I do that, I like adding my face because my face is also my brand, or put the face to the brand. So I'm going to say using the attached photo as a reference, do not change any facial features, comma, and then I'm going to hit this plus symbol. We're going to go to the photos. I'm going to go to my favorites and select the face photo that I want to use. Hit enter. It pops up right there. Okay, so now the first prompt is using the attached photo as a reference. Do not change any facial features, and then comma, create an image, and then that's the image script. Now we're going to again hit Pro, if you're not already in Pro. And now we hit enter. And now we just wait, okay? And we're gonna look at the visual. And I can guarantee that the visual is gonna be clean, clear, and confident because again, we're using AI to assist us in reflecting our voices, not replacing it, all right? We don't want it to scream desperation. We want it to communicate leadership. Look at that. Look at that. That's, for me, that's, close to perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, but it's close to perfect. Okay. Build with purpose, grow with support. You see how it's clean, right? Clean lines, minimal color, and just, again, you can use whatever colors you want to, but for me, I'm like a luxurious minimalist. And then down here, it says a partnership for men and women ready for sustainable success. And it says, let's explore. That's the call to action. You always want a call to action. Let's explore what's possible together. Okay. And guess what? Now that you know how to do it, your downline can now know how to duplicate this process. Okay. We literally use the same script, right? That's authority and duplication. All right. And if you have any questions as we go along, you could drop them in the chat below. Okay. Now we're going to open Canva. Let's open Canva. Or we could do another one. We could do another one. You guys want to do another one? Go ahead and drop it in. And let's do another prompt. Let's do one for, give me the glitz. Excuse me. We could do a live show reminder. Let me know. If not, we can jump back into Canva. Okay. So I don't see any comments yet. So Canva, you can create branded templates in Canva for duplication, meaning you design once and you repeatedly use it. Okay, so there's no having to recreate every single time for the exact same thing, such as live show reminders, such as enrolling new business partners, or prospecting with a purpose is what I like to call it. Okay, so we're going to separate ourselves from the leaders and from the busy consultants to now leaders. Jacqueline says, mine only added my picture, not my verbiage on the picture. Okay, so we probably have to go back only because there might be a step missing. Because after that, I said, using the uploaded photo without changing any facial features, comma, create a image, period. And then the image script that you copied from ChatGPT should have been pasted right after that. And that's what would have composed all of your image. But this is okay, because even if you didn't get something similar to mine, we're now going into Canva because we can now fine tune it. Okay, so we're in Canva. Again, I have the premium subscription. You don't have to have it. I'm just letting you know what I have. I have Canva Pro Business. All right, so now we're going to create. All right, and then we can tap upload. Did I save that photo? Let me save it. I don't think I saved it from chat. Okay. All right. And Canva, we hit upload. We're going to go to our photo library. We're going to tap, there it is, the image. We're going to upload it. We're going to use in a new design. Okay, there it is. All right, and again, let's add some brand colors. Now, this is where you can really play with your brand colors. For me, my brand colors are hot pink, black, gold, like a sparkly gold, and excuse me, and white. Canva already has my my brand colors. So here, if you on the menu, you tap brand. This is something that I already had set up. So these are like my brand colors, some of the logos that I used to use frequently, but most importantly, I have a folder that actually has my logo. So if I, ooh, good catch, cats. If I scrolled over, I have folders that I frequently use. This is a folder for all of my K-style images. That's my logo. So I'm going to add that logo to the image. Okay, I liked it visible so that you can see, but again, if it overlaps, we can always shrink the image. Okay, we can shrink it. Okay, and make it a little bit more readily readable. Okay, so that to me is also dope. All right. Excuse me. So you can add your brand colors, your name. Before I did that, those are my colors, except mine is silver. Awesome. Yes. Girl, Jackie, we on a roll, Jackie. We on a roll. I meant to show you, whenever you download an image, as most of you already know, whenever you download an image, Gemini has the their watermark. If you have a I don't even know what phone. This is a 17 Pro Max. So I think maybe if it's a 16 or higher, you have the editing tool where you can tap cleanup and simply erase. You can erase what you don't want. And as you can see, it's now gone. And then you just hit save. Okay, so now it's no longer there. But there's other apps that I've used to also clean up before I had this. So I'm going to re-upload that photo without the emblem. Or if you're in, or if you're in Canva, you can also crop the image, crop it until it doesn't show anymore. You can also do that. That's an option, but it still has a little tippy tip, but it's okay. I'm just going to re-upload that photo. I'm going to re-upload the photo that doesn't have the logo on it. Okay. Loading. All right, and I'm just going to resize it back to where it was, and then position it to the back. Okay, so here we are. All right, no watermark. All right, now what I like to do here is, because sometimes what happens is people will just look at pictures, they do not read. So if they're not going to read, we're going to add some more information on this graphic that will remain the same. Okay, so for me, I need like a towel or something now because this thing is dripping. I have my business contact information, which would be my email, as well as I usually don't post my business phone number, but I'll do like a business email and maybe some icons. So if we want people to contact us, you can say here at the bottom, so here at the bottom of Canva, I'm under text, and then I can just use a existing template. These are some of the templates that I recently used. I want something that's relatively bolded but readable. It doesn't have to be, scripted or anything, because I want it to stand out from the other text. All right, so let me just choose something, excuse me, really quick. All right, I know exactly what I'm looking for, but now, of course, I can't find it. Because the aesthetic is, okay, we'll select this. We'll select this one, and I'll just ungroup it, and I'm gonna delete everything that I don't need. I'm gonna delete that, trash, and I think that was it. Yep, so I just want that. So from here, I'm gonna put my email address. Or you could put your telephone number, or you could put your Facebook handles. It does not matter what you put, as long as you put some type of contact information for your viewers. Okay. And let's see, I need to make it smaller. Okay. Delete. And I'm just doing some editing. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I am just editing this. I just made it right adjusted so that it falls on the right-hand side of the page, because in the beginning, I'm going to put an icon for email. And then I also want to change the font. I'm really not a fan of the font, so I'm just going to come on over here and, oops, I got to select it. Font. Okay, font, we're going to change the display. And again, this is just me. You don't have to do all of that. If you like the font that it gave you, then you can certainly stick with it, stick beside it. All right, display. And let's see. Let's do this one. All right, so that one stands out. We'll do that one. And because it fell on 2 lines, we're just going to make the font size smaller because I want it to be all on 1 line. So I just click and drag until it's all on 1 line. Perfect. Now tap Canva and then just readjust it. I'm going to shift it up. You can't do it backwards. All right, I just moved it up. And then I'm going to go to Elements and then type in email icon. Okay, you could choose any one. I'm gonna choose this one. It automatically comes out black because it's a white canvas. And I'm just going to stick that next to my email. Okay. All right. So that's the email. That's the email address. This is the template. Now, we duplicate the page. Excuse me. We save this. Okay. So we save this and you can rename it. This would be opportunity, whatever you want to name it. Opportunity post training. All right. I'm just going to save it under my training. All right. Now it's saved. Now that it's saved, you can also save it as a template. And I'm going to show you why. So here, here it is, brand template. All right. And then again, it says, turn this design into reusable template. Perfect for staying on brand. Was it that one or was it? Yep. Okay, so no, not that one. So we're not going to save it yet. It's saved. Now we're going to go back home. You're going to go to your designs. And then you're going to duplicate. This is the opportunity post that we just did. We're going to duplicate or make a copy. Okay, now that's the copy. We're going to rename the copy. Rename. Details. Oops. All right, so this is the copy. So I'm just going to put template. Okay, that's the template. And now we're going to come over here to hit save, or it's already automatically saved. You're going to tap template link. And as you can see, it has the crown. That's letting you know that this is a premium feature. So unless you have the Canva premium, you won't be able to do this part. Okay, this is the template link. And this means that anyone that has this link is going to be able to access this file, edit it, save it however, but it won't save it with their current one. It'll always be this one. Okay, so we're going to create the template link. Okay, so now this becomes the template that you can share with your teams. So again, here's the link. You hit copy. And then we can, actually where you want to share, I can actually share it to Facebook. So sorry about that. I think I airdropped it to my other phone. Okay, if you tap Facebook, it asks where you want to share it to, your feed or to groups. I have a team page under groups, and I'm going to go to my team page. And then here I can say, here's the template. The template for opportunity. All right. Then you hit post. Now it's on your team page. So now you have one template for multiple uses that your team can now revert to whenever they want to do an opportunity or create an opportunity post. They have the script and now they also have the template. Okay, you have business Canva. Perfect. So that also works as well. All right, so your brand looks like leadership because it is leadership. All right, go ahead and speak that affirmation. Now let's go ahead and go back to Google Gemini. We have our image. Right, we have our image. We can also now turn this into a video. Here we can, before we turn it into a video, we can ask AI to create a, excuse me, I like to use small seconds because sometimes they want to like give you a full verbiage, and when the output for the video is only like 8 seconds at most. So I'll say create an 8-second video or bringing this image to life by the woman saying XYZ. So let's just say, let's ask let's ask Google Gemini how to bring this to life where it presents the opportunity. And literally in the same prompt that we created the image, excuse me, we're gonna ask Gemini, using the above referenced photo, I'm gonna speak it. All right. Create a video prompt that brings this image to life and markets and solicits viewers to take action in wanting to partner with me in the paparazzi jewelry business. Okay? I spoke it out. All right. Now we're going to hit enter. Let's see what it gives us. Jacqueline says, I like that. Yes, girl. It's so dope. All right. It's thinking. It's thinking. Because we have it on Pro. That's why. And it's actually going to generate a video for us. Okay. That's even better. Let's see what it gives us. If it doesn't want to give us a script, that's okay. If it wants to give us a video, that's even better. So let's see what it says. All right. Let's see. I can't create more videos for you today, but I can still find videos from the web. That's interesting. All right. So let's okay. We'll do this. We'll copy the text. We'll start a new chat. And it's okay. It's a computer system. Now, instead of creating an image, we'll create a video. We already have that image saved, so we're going to pull up that image right there. Okay. Now we're going to paste what we just copied. And using the attached photo as a reference, comma, create a video that brings this image to life and markets and solicit viewers to take action and wanting to partner with me in the jewelry business. All right. We're going to hit the enter. And let's see what it gives us. Did I reach my limit for generating videos for today? Yes. Because I created videos for next month or from mid-month, really. Okay, so let's do something else. I'm going to copy that. And what I love about Google Gemini is that I have more than one account. So if I just swap into my other account, switch into my other account, we could just come right back over here. Oh, I don't have the Pro subscription. Let's see if it'll give it to us anyway. So I don't have the Pro on the, I don't have the Pro on this account. I have it on the other one. Create a video that brings this image to life. Okay, let's just see if it'll do that. We didn't give it any other instruction. Let's see. Let's see, it'll do it. I'm not sure if it'll do it for us, but we'll find out. But if you got a video, then that's perfect. So no, it's not going to give us a video because I don't have the subscription. But look at that. It actually gave us another image. It gave us another image. Build and grow your dream with $5 jewelry. Of course, it's taking the information from prior about the $5 price point, but that's not it. All right, so here is here is another one. Let's see if it'll create today. Create videos. Okay, so there's another app. It's called Grok, Grok. Grok is owned by Elon Musk's company. It is his company. This is what I've been using as of late. This is actually, you're getting a front row seat to a future course because I'll be teaching this probably this month. So Grok is another AI generating app where you can simply take an image or you can tell it what to do and the prompt will turn your images into a movie or animate them. And then you can create short scripts or short text. It's up to you. So I'm in Grok. All right, I'm in Grok. I do have the premium subscription. I have the Super Grok for $30 a month. Again, for me, that works for my business. And I'm sure they have other options available, but you would have to see what works for you. All right, so when you're in Grok, it kind of loads like this blank page, ask or imagine. I scroll over to create video, and then you can either do something down here or this is your camera roll after you granted access. I'm going to tap this video and it already begins generating or animating the video. Let's see what would be the first video it gives us without adding our own prompt. Let's see. So down here is the loading buttons at 26, 27%. So again, it'll animate it for you, or you can begin writing in the prompt. I'm going to see what it gives us first before we tweak it.
Build with purpose, grow with support, a partnership for men when ready for sustained success. Let's explore what's possible together. Build with purpose, grow with support, a partnership for men when ready for sustained success. Okay, so it pretty much read everything that's on this screen. So let's explore what's possible together. Build with purpose, grow with support, a partnership for men when ready for sustained success. Let's explore what's possible. This is what I love about Grok. It's plug and play. And it's something that's duplicatable. So if that's perfect for you, you can easily just, what I do is I always upscale it, meaning I do, I add it to the highest resolution. So if you tap options, you can either redo to see what other options that may give you. You could hit upscale for a higher resolution. And then you can even change it into a 10-second if you feel that the information is too fast. Okay, what did I just do? Super Grok. No, they're always trying to sell me something. All right, so let's upscale it so that it'll reach the highest resolution before we save it. And then now it's in HD. And then now we hit the download. And now it's saved to our camera roll. Jacqueline says, I use that a little, but really don't know what I'm doing. I only plug in and play. All right, so that's one option. Now we turned our image into a video, so we can now create, a short video. And this is something that Misty Kirby said to me on the beach when we was in DR, is that the short videos, that's where it's at. Okay, so we have our caption. All right, we didn't forget our caption from ChatGPT. We have our images and our video, and now there's nothing left to do but to post. And this is where we fully step into leadership, because duplication is not doing everything for your team, but this is giving them systems that they can use and repeat. So from here, again, you can use the schedulers to post out these pieces of content. I don't have to show you how to do that. You can use Facebook schedulers, Instagram, you can use Meta Business Suite, you can even use Canva for that graphic. We talked about the schedulers in a previous episode, so I'm not going to dive into details about that. But the last thing that I want to share with you is coming back over to ChatGPT. Okay. So the last thing that we asked ChatGPT to do was create an image script. So in this, excuse me, in this same conversation, let me just clean the screen a little bit, sorry. I thought my fingers was gonna have all of the indentations of moisturization, and my stylist does, okay? So in that same chat, we're going to ask ChatGPT to create a simply weekly posting system for beginner consultants using AI. So I'm just going to speak that into the prompt.
Allow access. Create a simply weekly posting system for beginner consultants using AI. Okay. That's the prompt that I just spoke. Now we're going to hit enter. All right, perfect. So the 3-3-1 method using AI. Post 3 times on your feed, 3 stories, and 1 connection post per week. I kind of do this every day, but again, this is a 3-3-1. And it literally tells you step by step for your team member. Step 2, create 3 feed posts, 20 minutes, how long it'll take. Look at that. Post 2 product or value posts, and it tells you on that day of the week what to do. Okay, it gives you examples, a styling tip, new arrivals, problems to solutions. Here's even a prompt: write a friendly on this day, or if you're creating post for future, like I do on my weekends, I create content for the future. You can use this prompt. Write a friendly caption explaining how paparazzi jewelry fits into everyday life. Keep it simple and, can't read backwards, relatable. Okay, perfect. So literally Friday, Saturday. Okay, so now you have your captions, your image script, your Canva template, and now you have the weekly posting system. So now this becomes team content drop. This becomes challenges. Hey, team, listen, if we're looking to grow this month, this is the challenge. I want you all to do X, Y, Z. Whoever posts every single day, the weekly challenge, you will win, I don't know, back office credit or jewelry or what have you. This could also be in a fun and engaging way if your team page is a little bit on a lull to increase engagement. At the end of the week, we'll vote on each other's content for the week. So whoever had the best graphic on sharing the opportunity, or who was the most creative in doing a excuse me, a new arrivals post, et cetera, so forth. So this also creates engagement within your team group. And then you also have, of course, you could train on this, and it's relatively simple. You can use the tools that I've shared with you today, create your own shortcuts, your own creativity, and then share it with your team. And then this is just really the step-by-step system. It's chat for the caption, creating social media captions, Google for the image, Canva for the template that you can reuse over and over again, and then sharing that with your new business partners. And this is how we're going to grow leaders and not have our leaders be burnt out. All right. So I do want to open it up for Q&A. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, Rochelle, everyone for joining. Do want to open up for Q&A. And as you guys are dropping in your questions or comments, I just want to share with you some closing thoughts with you. Brand authority is not about being loud. It's not about the brightest colors. It's not about the volume, right? The volume, or even some of the effects. And I know that I'm like the effects girl, right? But it's about being clear. It's about being clear. It's about having that confidence. And AI doesn't make you less personal. It makes you more intentional. I do have content where I'm also resharing some of my previous videos, some of my previous get ready with me, or ride with me, or a day in the life, or behind the scene, et cetera, so forth. So people can also see that there is a real person operating this business. But here on today's episode 4 of Brand Authority, from Consultant to Leader, today you will now know how to own and protect your voice, right? You can elevate your visuals, and now you are able to create systems that help you lead and have those systems duplicatable with confidence, okay? So if you ever felt like you were doing too much alone, Hi, my name is Kiri. I've been there, done that, and I'm here to make AI simple for you. This is your permission to lead differently in this season. You're not just a consultant, you are a brand, you are a leader, you are more than capable, you are worthy, and you are deserving, and now you have the tools to show it. All right. So thank you so much. If there are no questions, thank you so much for tuning in on today's episode. I can't wait to see all that you create. Continue to create boldly, to lead boldly, and most importantly, be a blessing to someone else. All right. And I'll stay on for 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions or if you want to do or create something else, let me know. Let me know. I'll give you a second. If not, then I'm going to reclaim my time. All right. Well, I'm going to let you reclaim your time as I reclaim my time. You guys be well on purpose with purpose, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night, good day, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And feel free to hit the share button, share this out with a consultant, or you're so welcome, Jacqueline. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Share this out with someone who would really benefit this information. And this will be added to our playlist as well. So if you haven't already, you can go back and watch the previous 3 episodes. Okay? Have a good night. Bye-bye.